In the 15th century, the allure of spices and gold drove Europeans to seek new trade routes to India. Christopher Columbus, convinced of the Earth's roundness, believed he could reach Asia by sailing westward. This led to his transatlantic voyage and the subsequent, and I use this word cautiously, discovery of the New World. On August 3, 1492, with the support of the Spanish crown under Isabella, I and Ferdinand II, Columbus set sail from the port of Palos. His fleet consisted of 3 ships, the Santa Maria, his flagship the Pinta, a swift caravel, and the Niña, a small exploration vessel. After a long voyage on October 12, 1492, land was finally sighted. This was an island in the present-day Bahamas. Columbus named it San Salvador, meaning Holy Savior, though the native inhabitants called it Guanahani. Believing he had reached islands near India, Columbus called the indigenous people Indios, hence the term Indian. Columbus explored areas including Cuba, which he thought was part of Japan or mainland China, and Hispaniola, the island now shared by Haiti and the Dominican Republic. Here he established the first European settlement, La Navidad. Columbus's goals were clear: to find the gold, spices, and other riches. He had promised the Spanish crown. However, his actions soon revealed a darker side, transforming him from a supposed messenger of God into, according to historical accounts, a cruel governor. Upon occupying Hispaniola, Columbus imposed a harsh gold tribute system on the natives. Every indigenous person over the age of 14 was required to provide a certain amount of gold dust every 3 months. Those who met the quota received a copper or brass token to wear around their necks. Those who failed to meet this demand faced brutal punishments. Accounts detail punishments such as having their hands cut off, public whippings, execution, or enslavement. Some reports state that if a Taíno was found without a token, their hands were cut off and they were left to bleed to death. Columbus also laid the groundwork for the encomienda system, where indigenous people were distributed to Spanish settlers for forced labor. When gold production fell short, Columbus sent approximately 500 indigenous people to Spain, in chains to be sold as slaves. Many died during the voyage due to poor conditions and disease. Furthermore, Spanish soldiers engaged in horrific acts, using hunting dogs to track natives and killing them simply to test the sharpness of their blades. Driven by the pursuit of gold and the establishment of Spanish dominance, Columbus's actions led to a rapid decline in the Taíno population, due to violence, enslavement, disease, and famine. In February 1495, Columbus initiated massive slave raids, ordering his men to round up 2,600 Taínos. The best 500 or 550 were shipped to Spain as slaves, while the rest were given to colonists. Settlers under Columbus also sold indigenous women and girls into sexual slavery. Columbus himself recounted in 1500 that girls as young as 9 or 10 were in demand. To quell resistance, Columbus ordered his men to spread terror among the Indians. To show them how strong and powerful the Christians were, the Spanish often wildly overestimated how much gold existed on the island, making it virtually impossible for the natives to meet their demands. Some estimate that the pre-Columbian population on Hispaniola was as high as 8 million. By 1516, the Indian population dropped to 12,000. By 1542, only 200 remained, and by 1555, not one Arawak Indian was left alive on the island. By the late 1490s, complaints against Columbus flooded the Spanish court, leading to a royal investigation. Columbus and his brothers were arrested and returned to Spain in chains, and he was stripped of his governorship. Columbus's actions set the model for other Europeans, who sought to dominate the New World. His expeditions inaugurated a period of exploration, conquest, and colonization that lasted for centuries, bringing the Americas into the European sphere of influence. Increased public awareness of these interactions has led to Columbus being less celebrated in Western culture.